Hi, I'm Delusion Dispeller. I'm going to talk some more about intermittent fasting. I get a little hair boinging up here. Gotta love natural curly hair, you know. It's so much fun. Alright, as soon as I get this hair down. Alright, yeah. My mother's like, fix your hair before you go on the video. Well, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I fix it and it frings up afterwards anyways. Alright. What? I love you. Alright. Anyhow, enough fussing with my hair. So, whatever's sticking up, sticks up. We're going to talk now about what? Okay. What foods will you choose to eat? What foods do you absolutely love? Because the only foods you should be eating on your intermittent fasting, not during the fasting time of course, but during your eating window, are foods that you love. Don't waste your time on piddly foods that don't taste good. Why? I mean, it's ridiculous. Eat the stuff you love. If you don't like chicken, don't eat chicken. If you're a vegetarian, don't force yourself to eat meat. If you're not a sweets eater, don't eat sugary sweet foods. Obviously, some of it's a no-brainer type thing, you know, obvious stuff. But eat the foods that you love and you enjoy. Grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh, and eat your carbs earlier in the day so you burn them off as you go throughout your day. It's okay to eat a little bit of carb before your fasting window is over, but be careful about that. I always try to pile my sugary, sweet stuff and good stuff in the morning time, or like the beginning of the eating window. Which my eating window's all over the place right now because they keep switching my hours at work, which really makes it complicated to do this, but I just keep switching my hours of eating. I have to work at 10 today, so I'm probably going to be eating as soon as I'm done doing these videos, and if I start at 9, I will be done at 5, not working, but eating. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. I'll start at 9 and I'll be done eating by 5. Maybe a little sooner, I don't know. We'll see how I feel. If I'm hungry, I eat within that window. Alright, so anyhow, so which foods do you love? Which foods are you going to be eating on this plan during your eating window? Which foods are you going to avoid? Which things do you know that if you eat them, you're going to pile on the pounds? Maybe it's sugar for you. Maybe it's carbs for you. I don't think it's probably protein or vegetables. But maybe it is. Everybody's body's different in how they retain things, and sometimes it's how you prepare the food too that makes the difference as how much weight you gain, how much fat you put on. Like I said, for me, carbs in the morning, that's when I will pile them on. If I really want carbs, if I want cake, if I want ice cream, if I want sweet stuff, it's in the morning, or maybe the first couple hours in the morning. You should ideally start eating fruit on an empty stomach, and then 15 minutes later you can start eating a little bit heavier. Like we'll start with lemon water first, and then gradually go to fruit in maybe the second or third hour, and then have your bigger meal, because you want to do one big meal and then eat a little bit lighter later. That's what I always say, lighter later. So lemon water, fruit if you have it, and then maybe like a salad and some vegetables and a protein, eggs and bacon with some spinach, something like that. Always try to include a vegetable or two in your meals. That makes it really a lot of sense. So you're going to do that, and then your bigger meal is going to come like in the maybe 4th or 5th hour, 3rd, 4th, 5th hour, something like that. Whenever you're hungry, really hungry. And eat a big meal, like a big meal. Like have a couple cups of pasta with some vegetables, or some meat and vegetables, whatever. Like I said, always include the vegetables. Vegetables are so important because they're water soluble and they have vitamins and nutrients. Try to avoid the canned ones. I've been eating a lot of frozen. That helps a lot. You can get stuff like broccoli, that's really good for you. Spinach, cauliflower's okay. It's still kind of starchy, but it's still good. Peas are okay but starchy. But you know, focus on your green beans and your salads and stuff like that. It's hard with salad because it doesn't keep very long. That's why salad is probably not a thing I eat a lot of that I really would if I could make it not wilt and look yucky. So if anybody has a great idea for keeping your salad fresh, send it my way. All right, so we talked about foods you'll eat, foods to avoid, anything that makes you gain weight on the scale or makes your measurements bigger from the day before, whatever, judge your body. What foods you're going to increase, what foods you're going to eat more of, what foods you're going to eat less of, which movements are you going to incorporate. We talked a little bit about this on, I think, the first video, but any type of movement, just don't sit all day. Get up, take a walk around your house, skip rope, swim, chase the kids, chase the dog, take the dog for a walk, whatever. Move, just move. Your body was meant to be in motion, not sitting sedentary all day. If you sit around all day, you will not lose weight as fast. I'm not saying you won't lose it, but it's going to be difficult. You need to be using that fuel you're putting in your body. It's like putting gas in a car. I'm sure you've heard this before. You have to put the gas in, and then you don't just leave it in the car and not use the car. Why would you spend money on gas to leave a car sitting in the driveway or the garage? Put the fuel in and go. Do something. Move. All right. And look for something that you're going to do as far as movement that you're going to repeat. So don't pick something you hate. Oh, I started this aerobics class, but I'm going to quit after the first 2 weeks because I know I'm going to be burned out on it. Don't bother spending your money on aerobics if you're not going to do it. Find something you like to do. Find something that comes natural. Like for me, I have to ride my bike to work, or I don't get to work, or I have to walk. Either way, I'm going to be moving towards work because I got to get there. And taking the bus is just not an option all the time because it's expensive. It's $1 a bus ride. So I do something I have to do. I have to get to work. So move to get there. Bike, walk, crawl, whatever. What do you have to do in your life? Or what do you enjoy doing? You like playing frisbee? Go out and throw the frisbee around with a friend. Whatever. If you're there alone, I'm sure you have a wall nearby. Bounce a ball off a wall and try to catch it. Whatever. There's all kinds of movements you can do. You just need to move. Even if you're huge and fat and got rolls all over you, I don't care. I have seen on The Biggest Loser very large people moving. Now, if you're debilitated and you can't get out of the bed, there's things you can do. Get a bar that you can pull yourself up on. Anything that exerts energy and burns calories will help you. But sitting and being sedentary and gluing yourself to a computer, a TV, a movie all day long, or reading a book all day long is not going to help you burn the calories. It just makes sense. All right. Okay. This is very important. I call this my what if. And we all ask this about different things. Well, what if this happens? What if that happens? Now, don't get paranoid about it. But have yourself something written down. You should be writing all of this down so that you have a blueprint of how you're going to go about this intermittent fasting thing. What if you don't reach your goal? What if, God forbid, I get to my next goal and I'm like 5 pounds heavier than what I intended. It's happened already. You'll see on my chart when I show you my chart soon. I wanted to be at a certain goal. I think I wanted to be at like 200 for my wedding. I was 206. It's your wedding day. You didn't reach your goal. What are you going to do? You're going to talk to yourself a certain way. You're going to say, man, you're such a loser. Why didn't you get your goal? Why didn't you reach it? What's wrong with you? Look how fat you're going to look in your dress now. Maybe your dress won't even fit. My dress fit fine. But honestly, then you make alterations in the dress. Or you pick a different dress. Or you don't wear a dress at all. You wear pants. Whatever. You do what you can. Don't talk down to yourself. I don't care if you don't reach your goal. It's not the end of the world. You have next week to reach the next little tiny goal. And that's why you set tiny goals. Because you're going to lose a pound or a half a pound. It's going to happen if you are eating within a certain amount of time and you're eating sensibly. It's just going to happen unless there's something wrong physically, metabolically with you. Make sure you check with your physician before starting this or any program, obviously, for losing weight. Because I don't know what situation you're in. You may be anorexic or bulimic or extremely obese and have medical problems. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a life coach. So if you've done all that, don't put yourself down if you don't reach your goal. So what? There's other days ahead and you'll do it next time. Okay? If you don't reach your ultimate goal, if I get to June or July and I'm 180 pounds still, not 150 or 140, so what? Life hasn't ended. I go on to my next goal. I keep on doing that. Maybe I need to change my goals. Maybe my goals are too high. Maybe I should be setting half a pound a week. Maybe I'm not able to do a pound yet. Maybe I'm not there. Now I am in this case. So far, I'm doing pretty good. There's ups and downs. But honestly, set reasonable goals and you'll reach them. Believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. If you need somebody on this journey that you want to email back and forth or talk once in a while, delusiondispeller@gmail.com. I'm here. I'll help you along the way. The next video I'm going to show you is how I chart. How I've charted along the way, what it looked like as I went along. This has been interesting as I've had to learn a new skill. Find out on the next video what that new skill is that I had to learn in order to make my chart videos. It's very interesting and it was very challenging, but I think I kind of mastered it. You can be the judge. Thanks for watching and stay tuned. The next video up is going to be charting your goals. Thanks. Bye.